It's the morning of day 5. Owen came back to camp last night and he was able to secure a hind out on that other flat, so that's good stuff.
On for you and everything.
Yeah. Well, I took the next shot, I suppose, so why not? They drop on the spot then.
A few other boys had some encounters too, so I've woken to a really frosty morning. It's freezing. I'll have to put the howling dog. It's your typical high country morning call. We're all going to split up again today. Me, Azza and Steve are going to go try the state forest. Spoke to a ranger yesterday and he said there's a good number of peaks down there and deer as well, and possibly even fallow deer, so still not too late for the fallow, so we might go and see if we can find a mixed bag. Geez, those dogs are going off.
Bit icy this morning, it's freezing. We're just walking into the wind. The sun's just starting to come out behind me. Hopefully the deer are feeding.
The boys in general haven't seen a lot of deer, but there's enough sign and it's a time that you think they're not here. Well, they're going to honk you, aren't they, Ben?
That's it.
So it's a bit of a magic morning, but the wind's been pretty swirly for most of us, so we're going to try and get up and over this saddle.
Yep, I'll look up there.
And have a look at this sunny face on the way up. And yeah, that's the plan. Plan at this stage anyway, mate. We've just punched out of the creek. Ben's down below me, just coming up this way. We're going to work through this stuff, and it's marvellous. We've only dropped probably about 200-300 metres from where we're camped in altitude, and the scrub changes so much more. It's more like where we hunt around home, so yeah, less visibility, a lot noisier underfoot, but we're going to try and punch up over through this saddle and explore. This is certainly getting better. It's at least huntable, a bit quieter underfoot and a bit more visibility. I've just punched up over the top and I'm keen to have a look over this little crest over here. Ben is behind me coming up the gully and we'll basically bridge up over the saddle there. It's eerily quiet. It's a magic morning. So for once the wind isn't swirling. It's actually dead still. Well, I've caught up with Ben. It's about an hour, or probably an hour and a half since we've separated. He's the casty king. I'm getting the shits with this. No, I never look down. I'm always looking ahead. These boys are picking up casties one after the other. The ones he's got this time, they're a few years old. They've been, I think they've been gnawed at, to be honest with you.
Knife handles.
Yeah, I think so. But there's no fresh sign that I can see up here anyway. It'll definitely be here, but we're now starting to think we're probably a little bit late. The last couple of cold snaps over the last few weeks have probably started to push them down. Not to say that there's none in here, but I think the numbers have probably reduced. But we still have to have our wits about us, Ben.
boys. Cheers, Azza.
Cheers, buddy.
What you got there, Azza? See casty.
Vortex razor. I'm looking for casties with it. At about 1,200 metres.
Good little unit, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Tell you what's good in pasta. Leftover sausages. You ever cut up sausages and chuck them in pasta? Jesus.
Ben's not talking to me. I can't find him any deer. It's not happening, mate. We haven't seen anything. We had something bust off on us, but we didn't even get eyes on it, so it's dead quiet up here. So we're just making a plan for tomorrow, and we're actually thinking of dropping down and going to a little clearing that I've been thinking about going to for the last 2 or 3 years. So we're not done yet. We're just talking about staying positive, but sometimes it can get a little bit hard. So we're just going to drop over behind me. There's supposed to be a bit of a clearing down there by the look of it on the satellite image. So we'll drop down there, we'll have a bit of a look. We're going to work back and try and get onto the clearings for dark. So yeah, got to stay positive. I think that's enough of listening to my directions, Ben. It was a good idea at the time. We've decided to sit off this until dark, which is probably a couple of hours away. Just take our chances because we've seen nothing. Tomorrow there's a very good chance that we might be hiking into a lower elevation. Ben told me it was 5k, so I thought it was 3. Now, I was excited. Anyway, I'm just going to sit here until it's dark and see what happens.
We've been up the lookout and a few other things around camp. New bino harness. It's called the Pervert Pro.
They are mint.
Steve, Hazza and I are spread out on a face that we've patterned out pretty well now. We know where some deer are bedding, where they're coming from. The boys just come on the radio and they had a big wild dog come right up in front of them, so hopefully they got a bit of footage to share. I'm just walking out. Wild dogs are coming all around us. Hazza's not far ahead.
That's a bit spooky. How's the dog? That's pretty close.
There's a tree stump there.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty unusual, isn't it?
Wow.
This is unbelievable. It's
It's
weird, it's got a massive like coronet on it, but
Hell.
even the top, it's flat like the end of a screwdriver or something. Yeah, it's just a bit of a mixed up fella.
The stags are dying of old age out here, huh?
Well, I figure he was going backwards, but that's right. This is the sort of country they do die old.
It's pretty good.